I'm not experienced with that, neither would we want to experience that. Your temperatures are not too bad in comparison to what we've experienced here, Barry. So back to you, November 4, Whiskey Fox uniform from the ATBN.
Okay, very good then. We had a little bit of snow yesterday morning, but it changed over to sleet and freezing rain, and then it went above freezing and went into just plain rain and washed all of it right back off. So we only had it for just a couple of hours, and then it was gone. So that's good for us because this area isn't very well prepared for much snow in. Over.
Yeah, I can see that. I understand that. Well, take whatever you get and make use of it. If you get a bit of snow, maybe you want to go tobogganing. Just joking, but enjoy it. It could be really worse. And as far as I'm concerned, whatever.
Horseback. Das eine Kombination mit Pferde und
November 3, Whiskey
Kilo, Quebec 3 Echo.
Last letter Echo.
Kilowatt, Quebec 3 Echo.
Is it Kilo Quebec 2 Echo?
3. Kilo, Quebec 3 Echo.
1, 2, 3 Echo. Okay, you're 5920. Name is Carlo, over.
Yeah, very good, Carlo. You're 59 plus 25. Name is Tim. Tango India Mike in Pennsylvania.
Steve, to yourself. We have a contact before here in 40. Nice to meet you. Very strong conditions, very beautiful. Okay, Kilo Quebec 3 Echo, Italy 5, Juliet Victor Alpha.
My pleasure, Carlo. Nice to meet you again. You got beautiful signal, very strong. Bye-bye.
Thank you, 73 Tim. Italy 5, Juliet Victor Alpha.
November 3, Whiskey Mexico Charlie.
Kilo 6, Bravo Sierra.
Kilo 6, Bravo Sierra. Good evening, thanks for the call. 59 plus.
What's up, everybody? K1 GMM. Hey, Eddie. Andy, Adrian, sorry about the banging around. Whew. I just had to do this. I've got, for those of you who are not privy to the station here, I have 3 different rigs, 7300, and an Apache, and the SDR2DX by Expert. Now, I don't use the sun that much because the front end, I just don't have, there's no control over it. So, got thinking, I contacted Doug, KB2 UKA, and asked him what he was doing. And I guess he's got something. He runs a Mac, so that's a bust on this end, and I'm certainly not going to go out and buy a Mac. So I got looking around today, and I found, let me pull this up. I'll get the browser up. And see if I can check the history here. Let's see. Okay. So let me drag this over onto the screen. So I did some research today, and I already had these installed, and I was unaware of this. One of these plugins that comes in this package that runs in the DAW, this is for TX audio, is one of the best noise reduction plugins you can find. It's actually, a lot of pros use it. It rivals some very, very expensive plugins. It does have some artifacts, which all do, but this thing is so close to the Apache, it may even beat it. And I find that hard. I'm in shock, actually. No, didn't have a flex, Adrian. Never had a flex. Placed an order for one, but ended up canceling it, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago now. I think something like that. Anyways, I'll show you what the plugin is. It comes, excuse me, in a pack, but there's a lot I need to show you. So this is for all those Sun owners that have one of the expert rigs and who are disgusted, as I am, with the lack of control over the front end, this will solve the problem. Stake my life on that one. This is absolutely amazing. Now, when you notice, you look at the GUI here, I don't have anything turned on. Noise reduction is off. EQ is off. There's nothing. Occasionally, I'll use the auto notch, but if there's somebody throwing a carrier in there or something, that works good. But I find that the noise reduction on the Sun is nothing but a low-pass filter. It's classic. It's just like the ICOM 7300. You kick it on, it shaves off all the top end of the audio, right? Now, let's see. Now, here's the other issue. This is AGC level control. This is not a true AGC. This is an RF gain on the Sun. There is a huge difference between an AGCT and an RF gain. Anybody who's played with an SDR knows that. I don't know if they fixed it. If they haven't, they should. So there's a couple elements of disgust right there. That's why I tend to gravitate to the Apache, but I really want to be able to run this rig and get the front end as good as the Apache. Well, it is damn close. It is really close. And it's all free. So can this be done with a conventional transceiver? Sure. You set it up just like I had it set up with a 7300. Remember when I was doing that? My videos on the channel? Same basic thing. However, to do it this way, I do run dual cards, and I will be posting a video. I tried to get it running on voice meter, banana, and I couldn't do it. And I think it will run. You will be able to do it. I refuse to use banana, but there's a friend of mine that uses banana, and I'm going to try and get this running for him. Now, it does require some patch cables. So let's get over to the desk. As far as hardware, so if you're running voice meter banana potato, you'll only be running on one card. Okay. Now, if you're running a dual card setup like I do, I'll show you how to make this work. So you will need 2 patch cables, right? And this, I try to keep this all virtual. I've tried to come out of the headphone out of the Sun. Not particularly happy. I had to put in a relay to interrupt that feed when I went into TX. When I punched the PTT, because I had for some reason the headphones, even though the monitor function wasn't on, it created a loop, and I got like this strange echo distortion in there. So what I did was I took 2 cables, and I'll show you how it's set up in the DAW. So I took a cable out of the speaker out of the computer, okay? And the other end plugs into channel 2 of the DAW sound card. So my microphone plugs in channel 1. The feed from the speaker out plugs into channel 2. There's one issue with this, and that it does induce a little bit more latency. There's nothing you can do about that, the way I have it set up. And this is embryonic. I just got this working, so I'm probably going to be tweaking it a little bit. So going back over to the Sun, so how I have this set up in the sound card. So what I do is I use the M Audio Air. You can see my microphone audio hitting the Sun. And I set this to Wasapi Speakers Realtek audio. So the receive audio of the Sun is spitting out the Realtek card, the speakers. Now remember, you take this cable, plug it into the Realtek speaker out, and bring the other end into channel 2 in the sound card. All right? But we're not done yet. So now what you have to do is you have to take the same type of cable, except all 1/4 inch, and you can do just a 1/4 inch mono tip sleeve out of the back of the one card. I'm sorry, that's not correct. 1/4-inch mono out of the back, the output of the DAW card into the line in of the computer, of the Realtek card. Okay, so you got speaker out, which is carrying the receive audio, hitting the card, channel 2, which is being piped to the DAW on a separate channel for processing, but you got to be able to hear it, and I want to be able to hear it through my primary station card, which is this one, right? So I bring a line out of the DAW card to a line in to the Realtek. So let me go over here to this screen. If I can figure out what I'm doing. Yeah, there we go. So what you will see here is you go into sounds, recording, and you'll see the line in is hot. Now, if I unmute this.
Into Atlanta, name is Rob.
The audio.
Rob, nice to meet you. We have a contact.
So the audio is being piped out of the DAW back into the line in, which, if you go to properties, that is set to listen through the M audio card, my primary station card. So that's how you guys are hearing it. That's how I'm hearing it. So I have full control, or all of the audio is passing through the primary station card. All right. So that's basically that in a nutshell. As far as connectivity goes, I wish I had a diagram to show you exactly how to make the connections, but if you can't figure it out by listening to exactly what I said, you probably shouldn't be doing it. Anyways, let me hit the chat quick. There's a lot more to come. Andy, how you doing, man? VOM. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are at. Hey, Tommy. K4VTE, Dallas, Georgia. And good to see you, John Boy, ONAEI. Just in from the salt mine. Having homemade scone. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, you're tormenting me. We're getting ready for supper. How much snow? Hey, Mikey. It's hard to say. It started raining this afternoon for a little bit, and it was ugly. I had to plow out the driveway, and it is wicked heavy. So I would say maybe 6 inches, 5 inches, maybe something 4 inches to 6 inches. It's hard to say because it blew so hard. By the way, I lost my 40-meter antenna, so I was out there in the snowstorm this morning. I grabbed the antenna cannon, and I put a new line over the tree and pulled it back up, so she's all set again. I rehung the northeast element in a snowstorm. We'll see how long she lasts. Anyways, no more digressing. So, all right. Now that you have everything connected, now what you need to do in Cakewalk is create another channel. So you can click in an audio track, right click, insert audio track. So it'll create another track for you. All right. And here's the kicker. So the card, because I run 2 cards, I know everybody's like, holy crap, my eyes are I'm glazing over here. Because I run 2 cards, primary station card, DAW card back there. All right. So one of the outputs of that number 1 card, I take a 1/4 inch out to a 3-pin XLR into channel 1 of the primary station card. That feeds the audio from the microphone to this card, which communicates with the radio. Okay, all virtually. That's for TX audio. Now, I got to keep this straight, man, because I don't want to confuse you guys. So, because I have 2 outputs on the number 1 card, right? So one output from the DAW card comes to channel 1 in here. The other output goes to the line in of the computer. Remember? With one of these cables. So how do I keep them from mixing? So I'll show you how to do that. So once you insert a track, right? So this is my microphone track right here. And you can see right here, I have it set to stereo, interleaf stereo, and I have this panned off to one side. Now, each one of those outputs on the back of that card is left and right. So I have this panned off, which feeds the audio over to this card. That's my TX audio. So now, if you look, let's go to, this is the rig, so I'm going to change the name here. So let's go rig. Okay, so this is my rig. This is my receive audio. So now this track, you'll notice I have this set to stereo and I have this panned off to the right. Now this audio shoots down the cable to the line in on the Realtek card. Remember, I set the line in to play back through the audio card. So everything's virtual. It's all going through this, it's all being spit out through this one card right here. All right, so that explains the connections. And I'll probably put like a detailed description up on the website. All right, now to the nitty gritty. So I'll show you what's going on. We'll do a quick demonstration here first. And let's get over to the pan adapter. I'll kick the audio on.
5-9 here into Northeast Ohio. You sound great, and it's always good to make an Italy contact. Thank you, sir.
I thank you too. You're coming very well here. 5-9. Thank you.
November 4, Victor Whiskey Papa.
November 4, Victor Whiskey Papa. Good evening. 5-9 plus. Name is Carlo.
Hey, Carlo, thank you very much for coming back to my call. You're 5959. My name is Mike, and I'm located in the state of Virginia on the East Coast.
Hey, Mike, it's close to Virginia.
You got to have some asshat tuning up right on the frequency. Freaking butt turd. Anyways, so listen closely when people drop the key and listen to the amount of noise that's in there. It's pretty much non-existent. And this is the way the Apache is. Now, there is a little, when the gate, and there's three things running in Cakewalk that I have running. And I'll show you the method to the madness. And it's not done by any means, but boy, it is unbelievably quiet. Let's get the audio back on.
The caller here. KJ2 Alpha Mike, I5JVA.
Okay, Carlo, all the best 73 to you, my friend. The last over 59 plus 10. 59 plus 10. Very good signal over here and good modulation. 73, Carlo, I'll talk to you again later from KJ2AM.
73, Jose, thank you very much.
Kilo November 4, Kilo Sierra Victor.
Kilo Nancy 4, Kilo again.
Oh.
Kilo Nancy 4.
Kilo November 4.
Yeah, listen to that. Isn't that amazing?
Kilo Sierra Victor. Okay, yes, sir. Good evening. 59 plus. Name is Carlo.
That buzz you hear on his audio, that's him. That's him. That's not me. Let's get down here and check out what's going on here.
From Norway, Papa for America. Any other station from Indonesia, NP for America?
Yeah, it's unreal, isn't it?
QZ Victor Kilo, Zulu Lima, Yankee Bravo, Norway, Papa for.
Okay. So I'm going to come on over here. Let's get over here to this screen. So I'll walk you through the plugins. So these are all, if you click, once you load that Reaper plugin pack into your VST, it should appear in here. So if you click on your channel strip in the effects panel and hit the plus sign, go to insert audio effects, go down to uncategorized, you will see all of these in here. Now the Reaper, REAFIR, this one right here, this is a killer. This is a killer. I have the Reacomp installed right out of the gate. And what this does is it helps smooth the audio out between stations that are like, let's say, an S5, S7, and a 2030 over. Hey, Andrew, how you doing? And VA3JPX, hey, what's up, dude? James, good to see you. So, let's see, I've got 3, and then I've got 2 reefers in here. So the reefer, this particular plugin has multiple functions. All right, so I have a total of 3 right now. So if we come over here and look at the compressor, right, so I'll kick the audio back in.
For America, listening.
Whoa.
Kilo Zulu Lima, over.
I don't know what the little snap crackle pop is. There's a little scratchiness in there, maybe too hot.
CQDX, Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November, calling CQDX, Indonesia, Asia, Japan, Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November, calling CQDX, and listening.
Listen to that. Isn't that unbelievable?
CQDX, ZL, VK, and...
Freaking mental. I'm absolutely floored, all right? Because this front end is a train wreck. The receiver is beautiful on this radio, but the control over it, there is none. It's a total train wreck. So I've got the comp in ahead of everything else. And I try to run this on the strongest signal, maybe anywhere from 4 to 8. So if I kick this back in, like you can't even tell I turned the audio on.
CQDX, CQ Delta X-ray, Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November, calling CQDX, and listening.
His phone's going off. So as you can see, there's about 5 to 1 compression. I'm running more limiting than compression, and the catch to this is you could take the ratio right here and you can reduce the ratio, but you can increase the threshold, right? You can bring the threshold down and it will provide additional limiting and without a heavy compression, which can be kind of gnarly when you get too much compression in there. So that's where it's set to. It'll probably change. I don't know. And now if we go over, here's the magic right here. So this is what you want to do is click subtract. Okay, this is the noise reduction. This is the reefer noise reduction. And what you want to do is you want to hit this drop down and select subtract. And then what I did was I went through, see where the noise floor is, the threshold? This can probably come up a little bit. All right, and then what I did is I took a brick wall at 4 kilohertz, and the higher you go, the more intense the noise reduction is. So at 4 kilohertz and up, now you can change this just by dragging the slider. Let's say you're running on an SDR, you're running like 8K wide or something. If you have it set here at 4K, it'll brick wall it, man. You ain't gonna hear jack squat. So it'll slam the door shut on it. So let's get I'll show you what the waveform looks like, and let's get the audio back on.
I have a backup generator. It costs a lot of money to run that generator for that long.
That's correct. You use propane or you have it on gas?
Propane.
Yeah, I've got one too. Fortunately for me.
So he's only about an S7.
I just go out and do a general maintenance run-up about once a month, and I'm still trying to find the correct...
Getting a little bit of a buffering issue. I'm not sure where that's from.
Roger. Hey, let me, I was calling CQDX. You want to stay on and see if I can get anybody?
That could be an overdrive thing. Let me check that. It's been coming and going, and I'm not sure why. Where that's coming from.
KY4BO, WA4TVN.
Alpha 1, keep Echo.
Stop the radio for a second, see if it's coming from that.
You're also 5'9", very nice condition.
No, it's not coming from the radio.
Alfa Radio.
Bueno, no, muchas gracias por toda la información. Bueno, no te preocupes que tú espíritu.
Okay, let's bypass the plug and see where it's coming from. See if I can nail this down. Oh, jeez.
QDX and listening.
See, it just disappears. It's weird. I'm going to have to track that down. I think it has to do...
CQDX, CQ Delta X-ray. This is Whiskey America 4, Tango Victor November. Whiskey America 4, Tango Victor November.
Okay, so I brought the volume down on the radio, and I just wanted to show you something. So when you set this up, this noise reduction, the higher you go, the more it will clamp it down. So you can see what happens to the... So I'll bring this up, and you'll hear it just slam the door shut. So there's... Hear it? Hear it? Just slam the door shut on the top end. So you see this second waveform right here? That's
Tango Victor November, calling CQDX, CQ Delta X-ray and listening.
okay, so that's kind of so that's how you set that up. So wait for him to go quiet again quick. Okay, you see this gray line right here? That's kind of where you want to set it up. Kind of keep it in there, you know? And I want a lot of the bottom end to come through, so I drop this way down. So I also select points, flat. That's what I have, and FFT size 4096. I'm not sure where to set this, but I just left it alone. I think that's the default. All right. So let's go to this one. This is phenomenal. All right. This is the Reefer gate. Same plugin, but you just select the mode, the gate right here. And the gate threshold is pure magic. So let me get the audio back on. You can see what's going on here. So you can open the gate up.
Yeah, appreciate it. I was beginning to wonder. You're welcome to stay on frequency. I'm going to try to, just going to keep calling here probably, but just thank you for coming back to me. It was kind of good to have somebody to talk to there. What's my signal report with you up in Manchester?
Okay, so if I bring this down.
Yeah, that's about what I'm seeing on you too. How much power are you running there, Rick?
He's just right at the noise floor anyways.
Roger. Yeah, I'm running 200 watts here. I've got an ICOM 7700 200 watt radio. I got the linear here, but it was kind of not liking the.
I don't know what's causing that. Let's see if I can find that.
I didn't like that. Kind of my SWR went up because it's so much
She's
snow on
coming
the
and
radio
going.
stuff from all the wet snow we got last night. So. I'm just barefoot right now. K1 RDM, Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor, November.
Yeah, I'm going to have to solve that issue. It could be OBS. OBS could be crushing it. No, it's not the sun. So if I bring the sun in, let me Well, no, I can't do that because it's going to go all haywire. I don't want to. I was going to say I could just change the sound card setting and pipe it directly to.
Rick, and feel free to jump in. This is Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November, Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November, calling CQDX, CQ Delta X-ray, CQ, CQDX, and listening. CQ, any station anywhere. Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November, calling CQ, any station anywhere.
It sounds like it's clipping somewhere.
This is Kilo November 4, Lima Bravo uniform, over.
I got Kilo November 4, Bravo, and I got the uniform. Was there another letter in there?
Kilo November 4, Lima Bravo uniform, over.
Got it that time. Kilo November 4, Lima Bravo uniform, Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November.
Roger, I have you loud and clear, 5-9. I'm down here in South Carolina, in the upstate area, over.
Roger. Kilo November 4, Lima Bravo uniform, and I can't type. WA4TVN. Let me try that again. Kilo November 4, Lima Bravo uniform. And is it Mickey? Name on this end is Jim. Juliet India.
Okay, it could be the particular driver I'm using, because I was using those SOPI, remember? So let's get over to the sun. So let me show you something over here, right? So you're saying, well, that's an awful lot of stuff to fuss around with. That's a real pain in the butt. Well, not really, because now, let me see. I'm going to try this. I hope it doesn't train wreck the thing. I'm not going to do it because it could ruin everything for the stream and I might not get it back. You know how those things go, right? So let's say you get a signal that's weak. He's like right at the noise floor. Well, that's not a problem. All you have to do is, you can leave Cakewalk, the DAW alone, and just take your your RF gain and just crack it open. And the signal should come right up.
7-3 to you too, Mickey. All the best. And yeah, it's kind of. I talked to Austria. I talked to the Canary Islands. I heard down at 7128. I heard an Indonesian station, and I was really hoping to get an Indonesian station. I never talked to Indonesia before, and it was just a big pile up around the guy. And anyhow, I didn't.
So I brought the level back. So basically, you can take the RF gain right here.
But he was like 5.6, 5.7. But I think I could have worked him. But too many other people on frequency trying to work.
See how the noise doesn't come up?
You know what I mean? And
it's unbelievable. The friggin'
right at the moment.
So, AGC, the RF gain is almost wide open.
All the best. KN4 LBU WA4 TVN.
Roger. Thank you. Over.
This is WA4 TVN Whiskey Alpha 4 Tango Victor November QRZ.
Okay, so that's
CQ Whiskey Alpha.
Yeah, something's going on here, man.
Calling CQ, any station, anywhere. Please call now.
Could be clipping.
WA4 TVN. Good evening.
No.
W8 George Edward George.
Edward George. Hang on a second. There was a Kilo Alpha 3 really weak. Kilo Alpha 3. Go ahead. I'm sorry, say that again. Kilo Alpha 3, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to make the change. I'm going to change the driver, see what happens. I'm going to just go ahead and do it.
Roger. Kilo
Nope,
Alpha
still
3,
doing
Charlie, November, Charlie. Just tell me if that's a QSL. Roger. Kilo Alpha 3, Charlie, November, Charlie, Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor, November, 73 to you. And there was the George Alpha George, I believe, station. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Whiskey 8, Germany, England, Germany. Nice signal out here.
Yeah, this is it, Glenn.
Was that Whiskey 8, Germany, Alpha, Germany?
Whiskey 8, Guatemala, Ecuador.
Yeah, check this out, Glenn. Man, this is freaking phenomenal.
It's an E in the middle. Yeah, Roger. Name is Jim on this end. Juliet, India, Mike, and I'm in Central Virginia.
Very
Listen
good,
to that.
Jim. You guys got a little bit of snow down there. We had about 12 inches of snow last night. And when I woke up this morning, it was about 10 degrees. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger. Can you go back, Harold?
My God.
Affirmative.
Roger, Roger.
Cool.
What kind of signal strength are you seeing on me, Harold?
Wait a minute here. You were about 10 over 9. We're running an ICOM 7851, an Alpha, a OM2, I'll get it right, OM2000 plus, and a brand new IR stepper vertical. I'll go ahead with 120 radios on the ground.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, you're peaking 25 over. 25 over. What did you say you have on me? I'm sorry, Harold.
I'll give you another one.
Okay.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, and what kind of...
That right there rivals the freaking Apache. I think it's better. I think it actually beats the Apache, the front end control. Holy mother. That is freaking crazy. I got to figure out what's going on now there. Hey, Doug, got a question for you. Listen to this. I'm going to just let it play for a little bit. I'm getting this cycling where it starts to go scratchy and then it clears up. Now, I am running OBS, and I don't know if it's just pissed. I don't know what's going on. So, actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let's try this. So, I'm going to disable this. Let's disable that. Now we'll enable this. And see if it's OBS related, because I wasn't getting this earlier. It started when I lit up OBS.
No, for sure. But I've always wondered that. W8GEG, WA4TVN.
WA4 Tango Victor November, W8GEG. It could be. The only difference is that this has 2 receivers, and they want about 12K for the transceiver. A lot of change. I bought it used from a guy in PA who had to sell it because he had problems with his wife and his girlfriend, right?
Uh-oh. That sounds like a problem. Yeah, so this thing, I bought it for $2,600, but it cost about $1,700 to get it fixed. That board was like more than $1,000 or something like that. It's a very expensive board. And it, like you said, it only has one. It doesn't have two like your 7851. But you know what? I'm not very good at listening to two simultaneously anyhow, so it's fine with me.
Well, when you chase DX, it's sort of fun to have one ear say one thing and the other ear say something else and confusion in the middle, right?
Well, that's why I don't do it. I get too confused.
Well, the thing I like is it's really good on picking out signals that I had a 7600, a 7800.
Oh, there it is.
And I've had some of the 746 and 56 models. But, you know,
Yes, it will. It will work on any rig. Remember that video, Mike? That series I did on the 7300 trying to prove the front end of that thing? This will work on any rig. But yeah, it came back. See, it's cycling. And I don't know what that is. I had it running for about an hour this afternoon, and it wasn't doing that. So I'm curious if it has something to do with OBS, if it's just pissed. You know how OBS is. But let me kick it back on, see what happens.
In soon with this.
Yep, still doing it. And there is probably about a quarter second of latency it induces. Which is kind of annoying. But I notice when I click the button, the audio stops like a quarter second or so after I click it.
Talk to you later. The very best to you and your family. Take care. W8GEG,
Ohio.
Ohio.
What is causing that?
Roger, Roger, Harold. 73. This is WA4TVN, Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango, Victor, November, QRZ.
Love to. I wonder if it's something in Cakewalk.
Bravo 4. Give me that again.
Whiskey Bravo 4, Whiskey Bravo, Mobile.
Whiskey Bravo 4, Whiskey Bravo Mobile, WA4TVN, Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November. My name is Jim, Juliet India Mike.
Oh, see, it disappeared. Wonder if it's a buffering issue.
Nice evening to you, Jim, and my name is Bill, Bravo India Lima Lima. 68 is Holly Springs, North Carolina.
See if it comes back.
Roger, Roger. Yeah. Did you get much of the bad weather down there?
Oh yeah, we got a bunch of sleet. We got about an inch of sleet, and then just freezing rain. And today we had some very high winds. I thought my antenna was going to blow over today. There was a gust. Looks at about 40 miles an hour gust today, and it's just windy.
Bypass.
How about you? Where are you located?
I'm in Central Virginia, just a little bit north of Charlottesville, and we
listen to that.
We got 5 inches or more of just.
Okay, now on weak signals, this is what I wanted to show you. On weak signals, it's a little problematic. That's what I mean. I have to play with it a little bit more, see if I can get a sweet spot there. But on S9 Plus, good heavens, I'll toggle it for you. Let me get the audio back. I'll toggle it on and off, and you listen to the difference. It's unbelievable. And this is with the RF gain at 55 on the Sun. But I need a strong signal here.
Very good. Yes, your signal is about S8, S9, pretty much right around
Not particularly fond of the weak signal sound.
between 7, 8, 9.
So I need to work on it some more.
In the parking lot of a shopping center here in Holly Springs, North Carolina, which is about 27 miles due south of Raleigh. So, yeah, very good.
Control looking for check-ins from North American Traffic and Awards. Work.states.net, simply exchange signal reports. We love to have newcomers. So if you're listening, you might want to give it a try. Check in.
It gave out. You were 5.9 plus, and then now you're just down in the noise. You're like 5 and 5. Band's kind of squirrely here.
Okay,
I'll say 73 because I kind of lost you. 73 to you, Bill, if you still copy me. Whiskey Bravo 4, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November.
That's without it right there. So I'm going to kick it back in.
In and out of the noise level now. So 73, Jim, nice talking to you. All the best.
Oh, it's friggin' going crazy again.
73. I think I caught most of that. It was pretty rough there at the end.
That's horrible.
Yeah, the band just kind of gave out on
us. Damn it. Glenn, it's cold in that room, by the way. It's really cold. Temperature's probably about 60 in there. 55 maybe. It's no heat in there. So, and plus I got dual fans running. I got a fan on the bottom of it, and then the radio is a sandwich, and the fan is, well, it's not ramped up very high, but it's blowing all the time, so it never gets. I see it go to about 36 if I'm really romping on it, but never gets much above that Celsius.
The call is Kilo to Yankee November, and we're in Simpsonville, South Carolina. In the northwest, the upper western.
KC, car DKV, check that in up.
Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Kilo Tango.
We got you, Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Kilo Tango. You're on the list.
No,
Roger,
makes
Roger.
absolutely no difference which driver I use.
The Kilo Charlie 4 Delta Victor Kilo, that doesn't come up. Delta Kilo Victor.
Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta.
Yeah, KC, K0MR, K0, I said KC, K0MR. This thing's got screwed up. I'll have just a minute there so I can check to make sure we get those calls right. KC0MR.
There's people talking and I can't hear anymore. So have a nice night, and just think of what I said.
The romper room.
Right now. W0 something again. The W station again. Kilo India Sierra.
Así, hágalo así. Y tú mismo lo puedes instalar.
85 reportada en la cadena HK.
Ya nos hemos excedido. No. But I'll come around to you again, David, when things look like they're going to improve a little bit. Let me jump up here to the first check-in of the night, and that's going to be Phil there in, I don't know if it's Rennieville or Rhineyville, but I'll bet you, Phil, you're going to tell us. AE4GH, this is N1DH.
Okay, Dan, it's Rhineyville, and it's the town.
Okay, kicking the reefer back on.
Abraham Lincoln's first school teacher, Zachariah Riney.
Here's one thing I wanted to show you. So let's say it shouldn't affect the audio too much. On the top end, you notice the transparency doesn't change much. However, if it does, and you're not particularly happy with it, you can go in here, open this plugin, and you can drop these on the high end, and it will reduce the noise reduction effect, but it will allow more of the high end to come through. One thing I do, I was playing with this, so I can show you this. So let's say, let me get the audio back on here. Let's say you're like, geez, you know, I want a little bit more snap, crackle, pop on the top end, but I don't want the noise. Well, that freaking noise reduction, you can use the RX EQ on the Sun, which I have it set up like this. Ooh, that's weird. And it really does sweeten things up a little bit, but it doesn't increase the noise. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. Of course, it's distorting now. Let me toggle this again, because it went away when I toggled it. Still being a jerk. Oh, we'll wait for it to go away. It'll go away in a second. Dadgummit. I don't know. I have an idea. Hold on, you guys. I think it's... What the... Okay, it stopped. So, hit the RX EQ. Oh, I gotta get the audio on.
No, we got down low for us. The lowest we were yesterday was about 21 degrees, and we got 4 inches of snow and ice. So it snowed in the first hour or two, and then after that it was just ice crystals. So they slowly built up. But that will melt away in another day or two, and that'll be that. So, 5 degrees, wow. I'm in here with Jim, WA4TVN. It was his frequency, Harold. I want to see how he's copying you. Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, I spoke to Harold earlier, and I got kind of confused there. I called out your signal instead of recognizing Harold. Sorry about that, Harold. WA4TVN, back to you, Harold. W8GEG, WA4TVN.
Very good indeed, Jim. WAGEG. The reason I thought you were going down on signal strength is I had the attenuator set up about 12 dB. That just wiped you out. Right now you're 5'9" plus Tango.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, you're 5'9" plus about 30, and John's he hit almost 5'9" plus 40, almost. I'd give it 5'9" plus 38 or something. I don't know. I can't tell on the meter, but
hear how it puts a little bit of the high end back, brings it to life. So, anyways, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I do have to solve that issue when I'm streaming. I don't know what's going on with that. No idea. Sounds to me like some kind of weird ass buffering issue where it's the buffer's filling up and then it just releases everything, and I don't know how all that works. I'm talking smack.
Not really sure, but so are you seeing
calling up for grabs? You get one call, and we're going to try to fly through the list so everybody gets a chance quick and early. So I'm going to take a pass. So we're going to go to line 2, Alpha Bravo 5 Whiskey X-ray. Nicholas, sir, you're up for one call, sir. You make one call.
Listen to that. And now it's going to start getting scratchy again. I do have to find out where that's coming from. Let me bypass everything here.
No up for grabs. No up for grabs. You got to make a call. You got to make a call on the lightning round.
It's like it's clipping. Sounds like but see, it would either be clipping all the time or it wouldn't.
Roger, Roger. Have you 5959 Tennessee?
All right, I heard him back to that KI-5 Papa Lima Tango. Jason, you're up for one lightning round call. No up for grabs. You make one call and we'll move on.
Let me try something else here. Speakers. So what if I set this to something? Let me set this here. And let me try the VAC.
About a 5.7.
No. Makes absolutely no difference. No difference. Okay. No.
Copy the 5.9. Thanks for the call. W1GUU. Back to you.
Okay. Anybody, before I pull the plug out, anybody got any ideas on what that could be?
Gotcha back to that, Jason. We'll break with you, sir. Line number 4, Kilo Alpha 3 Charlie Fox X-ray. Joe in Maryland, your turn for one call, sir.
Thank you, Paul. Kilo Alpha 3 Charlie Foxtrot X-ray. Going to try the short pass to Culpeper, Virginia. Line number 6, November Alpha 3 Papa. November Alpha 3 Papa. Have you a copy on Kilo Alpha 3 Charlie Foxtrot X-ray? Over.
KA3CFX from
I think it's voice.
I'm kind of catching you on backscatter. We're pretty close. I'll give you a 5x3 here in Culpeper. Over.
Roger. I copy the 5-3. You were 5 and 7. 5-7.
I think I know what it is that's doing that. That's why it wasn't doing it before. Not voice meter. OBS is running on the what is this running on? Oh. Well, that's the problem. Holy crap. You kidding me? All right. Well, I should think I may have just found it.
And I am 2RU, 2RZ. Talk to anybody. K2MMW standing by.
K2MMW. Carl, you've got to call someone. No up for grabs.
Okay, no up for grabs. All right, W1PEF, K2MMW.
Okay, so I had Cakewalk set to use the desktop Realtek audio speakers. Can't do that because the sun is using that. So that's what the problem is. I guarantee it. So let's say I go to, let's disable this. Disable this. Enable this.
Strong signal, sir. Good audio, strong signal. All right, I'll break with K2MMW. We're going to line 6. November Alpha 3 Papa. November Alpha 3 Papa. You get one call, Richard. Call anyone you want.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can reach all the way out to North Dakota. KI5 PLT from November Alpha 3 Papa. You're about a, 5x3 out here into Virginia, over.
Okay, so I'm having a hard time getting enough gain to OBS.
Yeah, Roger, 5 and 7. Oh, thanks for the nice report, over. Back to net.
Got you back to net. All right, line number 7, November 1, Papa Golf Fox. Archie, your turn for one call, sir.
Problem solving.
Roger, thank you, Paul. All right, we're going to go right back to the strong one. Kilo 2, Mike Whiskey. Carl, any copy?
So that's not bad for an S9 signal. That's pretty flipping good.
Waiting for you, and the power supply comes with it. 500,000 hour power supply. Toolkit information request. Oh, I don't want to do that. Anyway, I think it's one of the most amazing deals available right now, over.
Yeah, roger that. Sometimes I like this to be barefoot. So my question would be on this: if you're barefoot, how easy is it to bypass it? You know?
Oh, Amcy, normally just bypass it. I mean, like mine. You know, you have standby or operate. Over.
Yeah, but now I've got 200 watts on this radio. I got to be careful about with that a little bit.
Well, yeah, so do I. I mean, everyone does with an amp, but that amp has overdrive protection and a lot of other protection. It's I'd have to read about it some, but I know it's got the a lot of protection for overpower. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's good. What chip is it using? Is it using that that NXP chip, the NL? I can't remember. What chip does it use?
Let me take a look. It has a 7-inch touch screen.
Okay, you guys got to see this.
Nice too. It also does 6 meters. 700 watts.
So let's do.
That's pretty good. 1200 watt sideband and CW. DI voltage and DI current meters, all protection. 3 antennas with memory selection for 3 antennas. What's a decoding? RF auto band decoding, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. LD Moss explained. Let's see what it says about the family. It's the BLF 189XRA.
So I'm having a hard time getting enough gain into OBS.
Yeah,
So let's try this.
Yeah, that's the good chip there to use, I think.
Yeah, the 88 was the earlier one. It didn't have the power ratings of this one. It's still live by going back to the original load and showing. Okay, I was reading here. I'm not going to do that right now. I'll check it out later. It might be a good backup amp for the one I'm running right now. Sure, a lot easier being wideband, auto-tune as they call them. It has a nice display too. Over.
Roger. So let me ask you a question, John.
Test
I'm looking at the
1, 2,
back of this thing, and it says RFN max 80 watts. So if you're in standby, and so I'm trying to figure out what happened because I smelled a little smoke last night on this other one, and I was in standby, and I probably put too much in it in standby, and I'm wondering if putting 100 in it in standby is too much. Do you have any thoughts on that? What?
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches, Chelo. No, yo estoy en la Vega Dominicana, K3.
Oh, yeah. Dime a ver, ¿qué es lo que es?
V44IR in St. Kitts. This is N1DH. You still there, Anthony? Okay, I'm going to check Anthony
Yeah,
out.
it's pretty wicked, isn't it? Check that out.
Because he was already starting to fade there, so he probably gave up on us. But he was
So he's about an S9, peaking
Another
plus 10.
first-timer is David in Lowell,
15.
Ohio. Let me see if I can copy David. Might need your help here, Boofer. KE8BRC, I can't read it. RBY, KE8RBY. This is N1DH. Come on in, David.
Somebody's got problems there. That's not a happy day.
Yeah, that's trouble.
Oh, tweaking and improvement and so forth. But sounds good up this way, Norman. I think I heard another station calling, but we'll try to get a few other guys on the log here, if possible, in a bit.
So I think if I adjust, let's go back over here.
Roger, John. The antenna, I'll explain it quickly. It's 112 feet across the top with an insulator in the middle, and on the insulator, it's the quarter wave shortage stuff, 28.5 feet.
It is working, and I don't know if we can come back from this, but hopefully.
If I had to guess, I'm thinking that maybe RF is getting back into the modulator in your rig. But what you might want to do is put a dummy load on, and if you've got another receiver, take a listen to it. I can't imagine, or use an SDR receiver to listen to yourself. But I can't make out what you're saying, and I'm a little afraid that you might be hurting the finals in that. But anyway, Ted, check it out. And
hey, Fritzen, what's up?
Thanks so much for checking in tonight.
We're playing.
I'm glad that we could help you with the signal report. I hope that it leads you in the right direction to getting it squared away, David. And we'll look forward to having you back. We certainly would be delighted to have you check in.
It's just crazy. It just
signal from them, but it transmits very well on 20 and receives well on 20. Anyway, 73s and good DX there. The actual part of your signal is clean, about 3.4 wide, but there's some power splatter that's out to the sides of that, and that's what I think people may be complaining about if they say you're bleeding on them. It's just power. Anyway, good DX, and we'll catch you later. I've got you in my QRZ log. N4 NGB clear, 73.
Yep, you got it. Very good. Well, thanks for the description. I definitely like that antenna. It's really just one single antenna.
Foxtrot, this is Kilo Charlie 3, Romeo Papa Zulu. I've got you 58, QSL.
Roger. I got you about 5'6". I would always 5'8" my way. 5'8" my way, 5'6" your way. Roger.
Roger.
Thank you very much for taking my call. This is 65, new friend back in there. One good call.
Got you back to that, James. Thank you very much. Line number 12. Kilo Fox 9 Romeo, I believe. Kilo Fox 9 Romeo. And in Indiana, your turn for one call, Ed.
All right, thank you, Kilo Fox 9 Radio. I'd like to call line 25, Whiskey 1, Golf, Uniform.
Okay, so
Gary, any copy on Kilo Fox 9 Radio, over?
So this gate, this is one thing I wanted in closing. It looks like I solved the problem there. My bad. Windows gets very pissed when you try to make it share devices across multiple pieces of software. What's up, Billy? And so this gate doesn't function like a conventional gate. It's very cool. It's a very smooth gate. You know how gates are like either open or closed? They kind of slam the door shut. This thing is very linear. It's really, really nice. So let's get back over. Can't go above 200 because AM broadcast is in there, and that's creating all kinds of hell. Let's head back down here. Let's go out. I think there. Well, 3.6 wide.
It has a 3-position antenna capability, and
and basically it's a linear amp. And I'm sure you can control it with cat commands. I wouldn't be surprised because it's processor based. So good stuff. Check it out. And if I got a backup, that's what it would be probably. There was a tuner I wanted. That a Hungarian designed and manufactures. It's an auto tuner rated at 4,000 watts.
So your RF gain here, once you get this set up, you should be able to just roll this RF gain back and forth, and it should be good. I do need to work on the gain figures and stuff like that. It's a little difficult running in speakers because of the amount of gain I have. It's not quite enough. So I have to really crank up the speakers, but it's quiet. So anyways, I'll just play a little bit more, and then you guys can bail out of here.
It wouldn't matter. You can't hurt the thing. Over.
Yeah, roger that, John. Hey, let me ask you this.
Let me check.
Is this Mercury 3? It doesn't look like it has a tuner built in, it doesn't?
No, I wouldn't have a tuner at that price. Over.
Yeah. See, I like the simplicity of having a built-in tuner that's pretty good. I think I will go back to thinking about the ACOM, but for that reason right there.
I didn't know the ACOM had an antenna tuner. That's why it costs more. Yep. There was a station in there. I heard someone behind you. The other station, go ahead.
Hey, K2IN, VA3VMD. Hey, John, how are you?
Hello, Vito, VMD.
Hey, Vito Bandito.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm in here with Jim, Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November, and we're just talking about stuff.
Okay, so I was running too much compression. So there's a lesson right there. This is why I wanted to play with this stuff. You guys can watch what I'm doing. I had too much compression. You need to relax this a little bit. Even if this meter doesn't move, if you slide the slider, you can hear it kicking in. All right, so, 1.5 may be a little extreme, so I'll drop it to 1.3 to 1 and get the audio back on here.
To give it a little bit of a clean sweep there, and I saw my neighbor struggling across the street, so like a good neighbor. I threw on the snow pants, got my snowblower, and it helped clear the entry to his driveway like a good boy there, John. Go ahead.
These things come back to you. You've got to do these kind of goodwill efforts from time to time. And our neighbor did that for us. We didn't know he was going to do it. But we had... we have a sidewalk that goes out to the driveway. There's no city sidewalk on our property, but there's a walkway from the front door out to the driveway. We come back about an hour or so later after getting home from the store and look out front, and it's shoveled, and there's a little salt put on. And we're going, now, who did that? You know, it's like the sidewalk cleaning gnome came by. It was our neighbor, Trammell. He figured he'd do us a favor while he was doing his. Over?
Yeah, that's wonderful. Well, you know, these people across the street, they were so gracious when Mary wasn't feeling well.
Hey, Mr. Radio. You're welcome, man. We're just hacking away here. We're experimenting.
Just around Christmas time, so that was very, very kind of them. So, you know, you got to take care of each other. That's the way I look at it, right? And, you know, the snow is well above waist height.
Okay, so let's pop the...
The clouds have gone by. So, you know, it was going to take them a while to clear that. It's just the entry.
Yeah, see how weak he is right here? It's not quite engaging the threshold.
Me about 15-20 minutes to do it. So while they were clearing the other portion of the driveway, they opened up the.
So you really want to set this
You know, you got to do what you got to do, John. I agree with you.
at the weakest signal you can copy.
do it for no reason. Drive the spiritual softer every once in a while. And I want to leave you good evening, Jim. How are you?
Good evening, WA4TVN. I didn't get your call sign there. I got BMD, is it, or BDM?
Yeah, Jim. I think we talked before. It's Victor Alpha 3, Victor Mike Delta, Victoria, Mexico Delta, located about 25 miles northeast of Toronto in the city of Union.
Oh, Roger. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Mike Delta. Yeah, Vito. Okay. Good to talk to you again, Vito. It looks like, we talked once before, March of 21, on 40 meters here. So, back to you, Vito. VA3, VMD, WA4TVN.
Okay, very good, Jim. Very good. Well, I do want to interrupt.
Okay, so like I said, you guys are going to have to tweak. You'll get it. Probably best to literally bypass. Let's try a bypass. Yeah, that's how weak he is. He's right off the noise floor. So I'll bring all the plugins back in.
Thanks very much. You do the same. Do a little relaxing there. It's bud time, or whatever they say, Miller time. After you put in a day of work there. So, yeah, we'll talk to you later. Good to hear from you. And, you know, don't work too hard now. But, Vito, 73s from now. We'll let you get going there. VA3, get down to the kitchen maybe, or shower. VA3 VMD, this is K2YN. We'll see you, Vito.
Call is Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November. You're 30 over, Vito, and you guys are welcome to the frequency. Probably need to go see what's going on for dinner here. So you're welcome to the frequency.
So that's just unbelievable. That's all the plugins out. Now I'm going to kick him back in when one of the other guys comes back in. Oh, lost Vito completely.
'73, all the best.
Have a good evening, Bill. 73, K2YN.
Check that out.
Okay, Jim.
Is that
folks
freaking
dropping by, they
amazing?
recognize
Or
our
what?
signals.
All right.
So that's always fun. What is it, 63? 7163, yeah. Okay.
With that ACOM.
I'm usually up on.
That's freaking nuts. All right, guys. We'll catch you later. I am going to call it quits for now. It's running, and it's solid and stable. I'll see if I'll play around when I get a chance on voice meter. I don't know if I can get it running on voice meter. I don't see why not. I don't know. I'm afraid to touch it. I am. I'm afraid to touch it. But this turns this radio into a whole different animal. And like I said, this is in the embryonic stage. I just put it together this afternoon and playing with it, and man, it is damn close to the Apache, the 200. Thetis. Oh my God, this is amazing, and it could be better. I have a feeling it could actually get better. I gotta key it in there and keep tweaking. You know. Anyways, 7-3 guys. We'll catch y'all later. I know this was kind of a weird one, but I wanted to do like a real world demonstration. I don't know if I'll leave the video up, but figured I'd just show you what's going on. 7-3. Have a good week coming up. We'll be